What's up, everybody? Justin here. So today I just wanted to do, oh god, this couch is so comfy. I just wanted to do a quick little chat about how to find friends in photography. Anybody that watches Peter McKinnon, I love Peter's work, by the way. Peter, you're the man. One thing that Peter talks about a lot, he has what's known as the dope squad. Him and his homies that go around, they do a lot of B-roll, a lot of video footage, a lot of Instagram work, that kind of stuff. Creative friends that are in the same lane as him, that they just kind of vibe off each other and they work really well together and produce great content together. Me being in a smaller town like I am, I'm sure I'm not the only one that's coming across this issue of where do I find my dope squad, right? Like where do you find friends like that? Because as the saying goes, you're a combination of, the closest 4 to 5 people that are around you, whether that be your spouse, your best friend, your parents, your coworkers. Depending on who you have that's close to you, whether you like it or not, they're influencing you. So if you hang out with losers, you're going to be a loser. If you hang out with people who are creative, who are driven, who are going to help you succeed, you're going to succeed. You have to be going in the strong opposite direction to not succeed if you're surrounded by successful people. The important part here is that the dope squad, as Peter calls it, is very important to have people around you who support you, who believe in your work, and who push you to move forward. Whether that be through them telling you directly, hey, you should move forward, or them encouraging you, or hey, let's go shoot today, or just the fact that you're surrounding yourself with people that are inspiring you, that you see them putting out work, you see them getting jobs, you see them pushing for the dreams that they want to go after, and that's going to inspire you as well. So, how to actually find people like this? There's a couple different ways. You could rely on serendipity and just kind of hope for the best, but I prefer to make my own luck. So I've got a couple different things here. So the first one is an app called Shapr, SHAPR. It's a networking app for professionals, so it's not necessarily just for photographers, videographers, YouTubers, that kind of thing. It's for all professionals from all walks of life. But basically you sign in, create your profile, talk about who you are, and you can actually network in that app specifically with other people in your area who are in a similar industry. So it's more high end, but that is one option. It's a great start, especially if you're in a more technical career. Sometimes it's kind of difficult to find other people that you're compatible with to have as part of your inner circle. There's other events like you can go to conferences and stuff like that cost money, but Shapr is free, so that's a better alternative if you're looking for something that you can do today, right now. Shapr, that's one option. The next option is one that has actually personally worked for me, is Facebook Marketplace. Surprisingly, when I'm buying gear, I typically don't buy camera gear brand new just because of how absurd the cost is for something brand new. But the important thing here is when you're buying and selling from people in your industry, like me, I'm selling and buying camera gear. I'm looking for lenses, camera bodies, that kind of thing. So when I'm buying from these people and I meet them in person, I automatically know that they're a content creator as well because they have this equipment that I'm looking to buy. So if you are buying camera gear or any gear related to your industry or selling, strike up a conversation. Don't just come there for the transaction. Ask them what they shoot. Ask them what they're about. I bought I don't think I've used it on this channel yet, but I bought a 14mm Rokinon, cheap, super wide fisheye, and I met this guy. Let me see if I can find his Instagram real quick. I might completely butcher his name, but he goes by Irvin Edodolian. I'll link his Instagram in the description. I bought a lens from him, and he does fantastic work. I've checked out his Instagram page. He's in my area. He's somebody that is a creative who's constantly producing content every single day. People like that. Those are the people that you want to surround yourself with. People who you see their work and you're like, okay, this person is actually really about this life. They're not just saying that they're going to do something. They aren't someone who went out and bought a camera and it's collecting dust. They're actively creating content every single day. These are the type of people that you want to surround yourself with. But I came across him by striking up a conversation during that Facebook Marketplace meetup. Same thing goes for Craigslist. Just strike up a conversation. You never know what might come out of that. Next up is Facebook groups. I'm actually an admin for a group that I created for the DMV area, which is DC, Maryland, and Virginia, for second shooters for weddings. In that group, I know everybody that's in that group is going to be in my same industry because they're all joining a second shooter photography, wedding photographer group. Whether you create your own group or go join another one, there's hundreds, thousands of these things. So that is another option, Facebook groups. My next one is clubs. Depending on if you're still in school yet, this one's kind of more so for the students. If you're in a really popular area, like a crowded metropolitan area, you might be able to find independent clubs that you can join, but chances are there's going to be members fees. But clubs, that's another one that you can join. Back when I was in college, there were art clubs, photography clubs. If you're in high school even, photography club and photojournalism club. A couple different clubs, but there's always a club, and if there isn't, chances are you can find a way to create one. Next up is an app called Meetup. So I used to use that app a lot more back in the day. I don't use it quite as much now, but it's basically like I was saying with clubs, but it's an app. It's all online. So it's online clubs where people join in. It's something similar to Facebook groups, where you can just kind of create your own club, invite people to join. Only difference is chances are there's members fees, but you also get a lot more perks. It's not a club that somebody put together one evening while they're sitting on the toilet on their break at work. This is an actual club, an official club that chances are is certified by other organizations, has actual money backing it because there are members fees. I'm even in like some drone groups that have access to the special AMA fields. They have special allowances, so that's also kind of important. That's why I put this app out there, because some of the clubs do charge, but they also are higher up in what they have access to. So if you're looking for a higher experience, Meetup is also another option if none of the other options are working for you. That's something that you can download today. I'll also link that in the description. Next up, any photographers should know the name Honeybook. They are an awesome app, all-in-one CRM software that kind of helps manage everything. But they have what's known as Rising Tide, and it's a conglomerate of Facebook groups / in-life meetups that are all across the United States, geographically based. In any major metropolitan area, there's going to be one or two of them. And these clubs, there are Facebook groups, so you can type in Rising Tide, Honeybook Rising Tide, and it'll come up for every single area that is nearby. So if you have one nearby, you can join that group, and then a lot of times they will do, I believe it's a weekly meetup in person at a coffee shop or parking lot, whatever, where you can actually sit down with these creatives that are in your field. You can network, you can build friendships, the possibilities are endless. I just thought that was a pretty awesome thing. I actually came across that about a month or two ago. I actually have one in my area. Hello, Ollie. Ollie hates being held. Okay, see you later, buddy. But yeah, Rising Tide, another great option. Next up, if you see someone that inspires you, I feel like I'm slowly sinking down into the couch. There we go. If you see someone that inspires you, whether that be on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever platform you use, reach out to them. You'd be surprised how far just speaking with someone goes, whether that be an email, a DM, phone call, whatever way you have to reach. Just drop a comment on one of their photos if they're posting on Instagram or something, but reach out to them. You'd be surprised how many creators are actually willing to respond to people who want to collaborate. And my last one is art shows. That's another one. keep an eye out for that. That's something that happens in my area. There's really not much of a scene here as far as creators, but we do have art shows. We have photography shows because we have like a big expo center. So if you have an area nearby that does something like that, whether it's an expo center or just like a market square, if you have like a downtown area, see if there's any local art shows, any local photography shows, anything like that. A lot of times you will find other creators that you can network with at spots like that. So just another option. Check that out. See if maybe, just maybe, you can find somebody to have in your dope squad. Alright everybody, that's it for the video today. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Feel free to subscribe as well if you want more of this content. I am posting weekly, sometimes bi-weekly, so stay tuned for that. If you have anything else to add, any questions, comments, whatever, go ahead and drop those down below. Let me know what your tips are. That's what I want to know. That's honestly what I want to know, because this list that I gave is just whatever I could think off the top of my head. So if you have anything else to add to this conversation, and it is a conversation, it's not just me telling you guys what is the only option. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to know what you think. So drop something down in the comments below letting me know what is the best way that you found to network with people in your area and build your own dope squad. That's what I want to know. Go ahead and drop something down below. Let me know. Alright? And I will see you all in the next video.